Hey you guys, it's Brandy again. It is May 9th of 2016, and I'm doing my weekly video. So it is Monday, and that's the day I like to do it right before weigh-in, um, to kind of give me that boost. Anyways, if you guys have been watching, you've seen my last two videos and kind of where I've come. This week has been very difficult for me, um, and I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of written on my face. Um, uh, I usually don't have like my menstruation. I haven't had for many years since I've had the IUD put in, and on this ideal protein diet, I've actually um, gotten my period. So, ta-da! Anyways, with all of that comes kind of all the emotions, and I think the other thing that's happening is I am losing weight, and that part is awesome. I am feeling good in my body, and I love that. Um, what's happened is now there's a psychological part that I'm dealing with. Um, and I hope that all of this kind of sadness uh, that I'm having right now is only because my hormones are all out of whack, which I really hope that that doesn't reflect in tomorrow's weigh-in. But I mean, if it does, it does, and then I'll just keep going. I started having the symptoms that I was starting my period yesterday, day before, so about 2 days now. Prior to that, I've been really bad. I started weighing myself at home, and I know I shouldn't do that, but I get so excited because I can feel that the weight is coming off. It's like shedding off. Um, I'll stand up and kind of show you guys where I'm at so far. I tried to wear the same white, red WSU t-shirt and those white capris so that you kind of get an idea. But either way, I just hope that the hormones aren't going to prevent my weigh-in. And like I said, if they do, they do. So whatever, right? Just keep moving forward. But I have noticed, and where I was going with the psychological part is a lot of the relationships that I have in my life, I'm realizing how maybe I've been using food to kind of suppress some of those things in my life. And so um, my fiance made a comment um, that I kind of seemed like kind of out of it, kind of like this lost look. And I can relate to that. Um, I I can kind of sense what he might be talking about because I have kind of felt a little bit lost, but I just didn't realize how much emotional eating I've been doing my entire life. And so right now it's kind of like replacing some of those emotional eating habits that I had with something else. And so let me give you an example. Um, when I'm at home and I get bored, I would eat. When I get sad, like I am now, gosh, I would eat. If I'm at a party having a good time, I drink and eat. Um, it's always been about food, social gatherings. Let's get together, let's have a lunch. Um, oh, let's all meet up and go have pizza. Those types of things. So now that I'm not doing those things, um, really kind of figuring out who I am all over again. It's it's like being a teenager all over again. I know it sounds weird, but those roller coasters that you have when you were a teenager, that's kind of how it feels. It feels like that's what's going on with me. Um, anyways, let's talk about what happened last week. So I ended up losing, I thought I was going to lose like another 3 or 4 pounds. But on weigh-in, I lost 1.2 pounds. But Here was the thing. If you watch my first video, maybe it was the last video, the second video, you would have heard that I had lost like 8 pounds, but those 8 pounds were like in muscle, and I was like, no, I don't want to be like a skinny fat person. So um, I only ended up losing 1 pound of weight, but ultimately I had gained 2 pounds of muscle back, and then the other pound, the 1.2, was a fat. So the way I see it is that to me that's more of like a 3 pound, 3.2 pound change in the right direction. So because I was able to get some of that muscle back that I had lost. Um, so to me that's great. Um, I did. Let's see. Did I say last time I ended up meeting my 2% weight loss goal? So once I hit 200, I hit 251.4 pounds. I was supposed to get myself some earrings, but I ended up getting myself a pedicure, and that was awesome. The next weight loss goal I'm shooting for is my 5% weight loss goal, and that's when I hit 247 pounds. So when that happens, it says I'm supposed to buy myself a purse, but I think I might be doing something else. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I'll let you guys know what that is. Um, any struggles I've been having? Yes. Oh my gosh. Uh, I was just telling my coach that like I feel like my kids didn't eat out a lot, and um, I feel like they eat out more now than we did before. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I feel like we do, and it's been difficult for me. My fiance made the comment that he felt like it was difficult for the family. Um, and so it has put a little bit of stress and a little bit of a burden on I guess my family. But what's funny is when my fiance said that, I kind of chuckled because it was like, really, you're struggling, like you get to continue eating whatever you want, yet it's hard on you. That kind of was I don't know, it was kind of like I wanted to slap him in the face and be like, really, you're the one having the hard time here. You enjoy what you're eating, tacos, whatever you're eating, and I'll continue on my salad. It was like one of those things. He doesn't, I mean, he can wake up and make himself whatever we have available. And so, but for me, I've been really enjoying my shakes in the morning. I know my coach said she wanted me to do um, a protein bar or whatever, and no, that just does not work for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Just like ice in my water doesn't work for me. Some things are gonna work for others, and some things aren't. And for me, those protein bars, or their ideal protein bars that they have, it just does not satisfy. And so for me, I tend to have like a fruity ideal protein drink, and I mix in my spinach, and that holds me over so much longer. And I don't know what it is about having that roughage in there, the greens and stuff, that gives me that boost of energy I need. So I've stuck with that, and in fact, I've started incorporating it into my lunchtime too, because the soups also just didn't. I like to have the soups like right before I leave, but it's hard as a nurse on a 13-hour shift. You don't have time to sit down and have a lunch. You just don't. And so I'm trying to make by with my career of choice, something that I absolutely love doing. And so if that means, a shake and some veggies thrown in there, then by all means, that's what it is. Because ultimately, I'm just trying to nourish my body. Um, and there's been other things, at work, people bringing in foods and stuff like that. And I think this week I have picked more at foods than any other time. And I almost feel like once we incorporated, my coach suggested that I incorporated some of this other, what I consider as junk ideal food. Um, it's actually gotten worse. It's almost like it's a trigger for me. Like they have these ideal protein chips. They have the ideal protein, the bars. They have one that's like a Rice Krispie treat. There's some other stuff. Either way, what it comes down to is I don't want to become fat again. I mean, that's not the goal here. The goal isn't to lose all this weight and then not change my eating habits so that when I'm done, I just go back to my old eating habits. So how does having a protein in a Rice Krispie treat help me figure out how I'm supposed to eat? So I'm still kind of struggling with that. I don't want to step on toes when I go to my coach's appointment, but I know that there's going to be certain things that I cannot have that are triggers for me. So that is what it is. Anyways, I think I've done a really good job. I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot. What's 1.2 pounds? You can lose that on Weight Watchers, but if I hadn't seen that I had gained 2 pounds in muscle, I may be a little bit more upset, but I'm not. And I know that for this week, if I don't lose anything, that's okay with me because I know that there's like a hormone imbalance going on right now. I get that. Um, and so my body might start retaining a little bit of water, that time of the month. So can't be upset about it. It just is what it is. I'll move on. I'll continue. And I just gotta keep remembering and reminding myself that this is ultimately for me. This is my change. It's about me. It's about living longer for my children and having more energy. Right now, this week, it doesn't probably seem like I have a lot of energy. I'm an emotional wreck, if you will. So everything is like intensified. I think that's everything. I hope this isn't a downer for anybody. Keep going on it. You're seeing my struggles right now. It's kind of written all over my face. I will stand and kind of give you a glance. I don't know if I feel like I've lost a ton of inches. But tomorrow when we take my inches, it'll truly reflect where I'm at. So, all right, you guys, I'll stand up and kind of give you a view. This is, oh, sorry about the mess back there. So, let's see. So I guess I can turn. I feel like you can start seeing it definitely right in here. I know that I am fitting back into my 2X's for scrubs, so that's exciting. The idea is that the shirt won't be tight anymore, and it'll fit the way it needs to. So, okay, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'm excited for the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.